So Kim, end of another show, Apex 2016 in Las Vegas. How's the show been for you? Any particular highlights? Anything you particularly spotted in terms of trends?
So the highlights are obviously the Scoop booth, all lit up in great Vegas style. Really like that, and it was a great media hub as well. So lots of interest, lots of interviews, and actually from a lot of companies, some feedback that they were doing business on the show floor, which is always nice to hear.
Yeah.
Still mixed messages about what's going on the American market. It's a little bit bumpy, but with feedback like signing contracts on the show floor, it seems positive.
Yeah. I spoke to, I think, Mike from Speedprint. They told the machines off the booth they were being shipped straight to customers. So there was some positive feedback there. More talk about Industry 4.0, IOM, those kind of trends. But actually people seem to be making steps along the way to do that. I talked to the guys at Kick Thermal about some of their easy start solutions, and actually talked to a few contract manufacturers like Saline about what they were doing on the Industry 4.0 side. Anything you've seen in that area that's been of interest?
BTU ovens, always an interesting one. Where do ovens fit into that whole discussion? But everybody's switching onto that subject, really understanding it, and actually also talking about how job specs are changing within the company. So they're now getting data analysis people in. Because all this data that's being created needs to be analysed and interpreted. So new jobs on the line as well.
Yeah, that's interesting. And certainly we had a reshoring debate with Rick Polanski from Vertex and Kevin from Simplematic. And we were talking about jobs coming back to the US with smart shoring, as Rick called it, but also the use of automation to actually maintain jobs here and make sites more competitive. There's a few other robotic companies here, so we're seeing that trend with collaborative robotics as well. I think one of the interesting things that's been going on in the Industry 4.0 discussion is the whole debate around standards, and I know there'll be some news coming out soon on the whole OML thing, so that's kind of interesting. Any other new products? You've been talking to the Ventec guys on the bare board side, for example. What's going on in that sector?
So in the sector, well, as always, bare boards is very much in this market about mil-aero. It's about high reliability. It's about thermal management. Very important for this market. So they've just launched a new product range. So those guys are starting to think about branding and putting complicated, I suppose, order numbers into something that has meaning, something the market understands, and you're seeing that throughout that part of the supply chain.
Okay, so it looks like it's been a good show. Where are you off to next? I think you've got another show in the US next week.
I'm at Long Beach at APEC, so I'll be doing some interviews there, looking forward to that. And then back to the UK for SMT Nuremberg in Germany.
Yep, and while you're there, I'll be at NEPCON in Shanghai, so more of the same. Thank you very much, Kim.